Hi, my name's Will. I work for Link Up London and we are a capacity building organisation that operate in the boroughs of Wandsworth and Lambeth. Personally, I work in the boroughs of Wandsworth, so if you're a Wandsworth charity or a Wandsworth volunteer, you'll be dealing with me. And like I said, what we do is we capacity build in local communities, and we do that by working with local charitable organisations, charities, social enterprises and community groups, and we develop projects with them that can be driven forward by the help of a skilled volunteer. By skilled volunteer, I mean volunteers who work on the operational or strategic level of your organisation. Okay, so tip number 1. And this is probably the most important tip, so I'm going to start with this, because if I start with it at number 3, you're not going to remember. And this is communication. And I know it sounds really simple, but just responding to your emails in a timely manner can make all the difference when it comes to maintaining a relationship and retaining volunteers. If you're not responding to emails, they think you've gone under. If you're not responding to emails, they think you don't care. And really, would you like it if someone wasn't responding to your emails? It's a very, very, very simple thing, but time and time again, charities, rightly so, are caught up with their service delivery that they forget the simple things of just replying to an email. I'll do it tomorrow, and then suddenly a couple of weeks has passed. Make sure you get on your emails. I'd say 3 days minimum. Okay, tip number 2. For tip number 2, I'm going to say you've got to be strategic. It's so tempting to go out and do a volunteer grab and just take on anyone you can, but actually, in reality, you could be taking on too many and you might not have the systems in place. Think about what you need as an organisation. Think about what kind of volunteers you need. Take your time. I know it can sound risky, but it's much better in the long run if you do it like this. Do not just do a volunteer grab and take on as many as you can. Take an inward look, do a self-assessment and see what's missing. Tip number 3. Tip number 3 is a double tip, so lucky you, and that is induction and designated staff supervisor, and they actually go hand in hand. So the induction process is so important and sometimes it's overlooked, and I don't know if it's happened to you before, but it's definitely happened to me when you walk in somewhere and you kind of look at the door reception, no one's there, and you sit down and you're sat down 15-20 minutes, people are walking past, caught up in their day-to-day delivery of services. The impression that you give with your induction is so important. And to be honest, you can drive people away simply from when they first walk in the door. So having a designated staff supervisor, part B of tip 3, having a designated staff supervisor will allow you to kind of give the volunteer that soft entry into your organisation. So an action you can do at home, and that is to look inwards and self-assess. Think about your organisation, think about the gaps you have, think about the skills that you need. Can these be filled by members of your team already? Do you need a volunteer? Can a volunteer even do these? Do you need to go paid and find someone to do it professionally? Either way, doing that self-assessment is the first step towards successfully and efficiently bringing in a volunteer. Thank you very much.